One of the biggest misconceptions I see, especially with out-of-state buyers moving to Charleston, is the idea that new construction homes are simple, safe, and stress-free. And while they absolutely can be a great option, they also come with more hidden traps than most people realize. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact things you need to know before buying new construction in Charleston. We're talking about builders, inspections, incentives, timelines, lot selection, all of it. And most importantly, how to avoid losing money or getting locked into a contract that you'll regret. Let's start with the most important piece, the builder. In Charleston, we've got everything from national names like Lennar, D.R. Horton, and Pulte to smaller regional builders like Crescent or Hunter Quinn, to semi-custom or full custom builders like Jackson Built or Shelter Custom Home. And here's the thing, the difference between them isn't just cosmetic, it's structural. I've seen two homes built the same year in the same neighborhood, and one of them holds up like a fortress while the other starts showing major issues in the first 18 months. So, what should you be looking for? Ask what kind of subcontractors they're using. Ask about warranty follow-through. Does the builder offer post-closing inspection or repair period? How long have they actually been building in the Charleston area, not just in other markets? Because some of these national builders are amazing in other regions, but are stretched far too thin or underperforming here locally. Bottom line, not all new homes are created equal. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest myths out there, and that's the idea that you can't negotiate with the builder. Not only can you negotiate, you absolutely should. Builders expect it, especially on spec homes or anything that's close to completion. You can often negotiate for interest rate buydowns, closing cost credits, appliance packages, or even design upgrades. One client saved over $30,000 on a home in Nexton just by structuring the financing through the builder's preferred lender. And on top of that, it was negotiated for them to cover closing costs and upgrade the kitchen. The key is knowing what the builder's real priorities are and what they can't advertise publicly. And that's where working with the right agent makes a big difference. Now, here's something that surprises people. Even when they believe they've got a great builder, you still need an inspection. Just because a home is brand new does not mean it's flawless. In fact, I usually recommend 3 inspections. One during the framing or pre-drywall phase, one before closing, and one about a year after move-in. I've also had inspectors find HVAC systems not connected, major drainage issues in the crawl space, and even staircases that weren't up to code. Builders are managing dozens, sometimes even hundreds of homes at once. Mistakes happen, so get the inspections every time. Now, let's talk about something that's easy to overlook when you're caught up in floor plans and finishes. The lot. Lot location can impact resale value, privacy, drainage, and your quality of life. Builders often charge premiums for corner lots, pond views, or wooded backyards, but not all of those are actually worth more long-term. I've seen buyers pay a huge premium for a pond view only to realize that the pond gets chemically treated every month and smells terrible for half the year. Or they'll back up to an easement where they can't build a fence, can't plant trees, or even extend their patio. You'll also want to consider where the sun sets, where future construction will happen, and how close you are to amenities, mailboxes, or construction traffic. Get a copy of the full plat map. Ask about future phases. Make sure you're not buying into something that'll feel totally different a year from now. Now, here's something that catches a lot of people off guard. The HOA. Charleston buyers love their boats, golf carts, and backyard projects, but many new construction neighborhoods have strict rules, especially in places like Mount Pleasant, Johns Island, or Summerville. Some HOAs ban boats, trailers, and even work trucks from being parked outside. Some won't let you rent your home at all, and others restrict fence height, shed installation, or even paint colors. Read through the HOA documents before you write an offer, and if you're planning to rent it out, double check both the HOA rules and the city and county regulations. Let's shift gears a second and talk about timelines. Most buyers are told your home will be ready in about 6 months, but in reality, delays happen all the time. Weather, permit holdups, labor shortages, material back orders, all of these are very real in Charleston. And the problem isn't just waiting longer. If you're financing, a delay can mean your rate lock expires, and that could cost you hundreds of dollars per month. Make sure your contract has an outside date or penalty clause if delays drag on, and work with a lender who understands how to navigate new construction timelines. Now, let's talk about who's actually representing you in this process. The friendly person in the model home, they're a licensed agent, yes, but they legally work for the builder, not you. Their job is to sell you that home at that price and on those terms. And if you don't bring your own agent into the deal, you have no one looking out for your best interests. Nobody's pointing out that the builder's lender offer might not be the best long-term fit. Nobody's catching the contract clauses that allow for price increases based on lumber costs, nobody's pushing back on a closing date that suddenly moves 2 months later, and nobody's pushing back on a closing date that moves 2 months later. Working with your own agent costs you nothing. The builder pays that commission, and it's already built into their pricing. But having someone in your corner can save you thousands of dollars and weeks of headaches. Now, let's run through a few other costs buyers don't usually expect when buying new construction. The price you see on the sign, that's just the base price. There's usually a lot premium, sometimes $10,000, sometimes as high as $50,000. Then you've got upgrade packages. A lot of homes don't include refrigerators, blinds, or even garage door openers. You might have to install your fence or landscaping after closing. And many Charleston area builders charge something called a capital contribution, usually a few months worth of HOA dues paid upfront. If you're not careful, your $500,000 home can become a $550,000 home by the time you move in. That's why I ask for a full itemized estimate, not just the base price sheet. Let's talk about a big myth. New construction equals no maintenance. Yes, you won't have to worry about an old HVAC system or roof repairs right away, but that doesn't mean zero upkeep. Your crawl space might need a vapor barrier. Your irrigation system may need adjustments. Your lawn, especially with the new sod, will take a lot of effort to establish. I've had friends have to replace a leaking shower pan, reseal grout, or fix driveway cracks all within the first year of their home ownership. It's still home ownership, just a different version of it. One more thing to remember, you may have more options than you realize. Just because you don't see a listing online does not mean it's not available. Builders often have homes they haven't released yet, inventory that fell out of contract, or lots that will be built later but can be reserved now. If you're working with someone who's well connected in the Charleston new construction scene, you can often get access to these homes and their best deals before they ever hit the market. Better selection, better leverage, and fewer surprises. Buying new construction in Charleston can be a fantastic move, but only if you go into it with the right expectations and the right team. I've helped dozens of buyers go through this process, from builder meetings to walkthroughs to final inspections. And I see more new construction deals before they hit the public market than just about anyone else in Charleston. If you're thinking about building or buying new, whether you're 30 days out or just getting started, reach out. Let's make sure your next move is your best one.